it's Kylie, and today I'm going to show y'all how to do the puff stitch. So this is a really simple and easy stitch to do. I love working this up with solid color yarn, and even multicolor yarn gives it a pretty effect. Always see how the colors are going to work up with this stitch. So as you can see, I'll get up here a little closer, how pretty of a stitch this is. It's very simple and easy to do. And also, before I go any farther in this video, make sure to click the subscribe button so you will never miss a new tutorial or free crochet pattern from me. So make sure you click that subscribe button, and we will jump right into this and get started. So to get started, I just have a worsted weight yarn and an eye or 5.5 millimeter hook. Any yarn with a coordinating hook will work. And to get started, I've made a slip knot and put on my hook, and I'm just going to chain an odd number of stitches. So for this certain piece I'm going to chain 21. So for the first row, in the second stitch from your hook, or chain from your hook, you're going to work a single crochet, and then we're just going to single crochet in each stitch across for our first row. So there's row 1. I have single crocheted in each chain stitch across. So moving on to row 2, and this is where we'll begin our puff stitches. So I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip the first stitch, and I'm going to start in the second stitch. I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook, pull up a loop. 3 loops on our hook, and I'm going to repeat that 4 more times. Yarn over, insert my hook, pull up a loop. That gives me 5 loops. I'm going to do that twice more. Yarn over, insert, pull up a loop. That's 7. Yarn over, pull up a loop. That's 9. When you have 9 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 9 loops. To get your yarn to go through all 9 loops, it will take a little bit of practice. Sometimes it's harder than other times, but just make sure when you're pulling up your loops, you are nice and loose and not crocheting very tight. So after you pull your yarn through all 9 loops, just make a chain stitch to secure that puff stitch. And so there is a puff stitch. We'll go on and continue, and I will do it again. I'm going to skip the next stitch and work in the next stitch. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, 3 loops, and we'll just continue that. Yarn over, pull up a loop. There's 5, 7, and 9. When you have 9, yarn over, pull through all 9, secure with a chain stitch. We'll go on and skip the next stitch, work in the next one. 3 loops, 5 loops, 7 loops, 9 loops. Pull through all 9, chain. That's how you do the puff stitch. I'm going to go ahead and work this row all the way down to the end and finish it, and then I'll show you how to go back down the row for row 3. Okay, so after you've finished your first row of puff stitch, this is what it'll look like. So I'm going to go on and show you how to do another row of puff stitch on top of this row of puff stitch. So what we'll simply do is we will chain 1 and we'll turn our work. And then you're going to put a puff stitch in this like chain space in between each puff stitch. So yarn over, pull up a loop, 3, there's 5, 7, and 9 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through all 9, secure it with a chain stitch. And then you will just work that all the way down and across. And a handy tip to know if you have enough equal puff stitch so you will make your rows even is each time you finish your row puff stitch, you should have the exact same number of puff stitch for each row. So if you have 10 puff stitch in your first row, on the second row, you should have 10 also. So then you know if you need to add another one at the end or not. So going on, I will complete this row. Okay, so I've almost made to the end of this other row. I'm going to work one more puff stitch here. And secure that. And that is all there is to making the puff stitch. I hope that y'all have enjoyed this tutorial. If y'all did, make sure to click subscribe and be sure and check out my blog for free patterns and tutorials and tips and tricks for crochet, and happy crochet.